pretty decent at dealing with the Crystal Maiden. I think most importantly, though, you can go into the opponent's jungle with a Nyx Assassin.
So VS will be the final one up for NiP.
That's a ton of minus armor.
Stun may be enough for MidOne to do some work with the Sunstrike.
Yeah, he has the wave in a really good spot too, like right outside his tower on the high ground. qojqva.
Oh, there's your tether forward. The Sunstrike's right in the mark. Spirit's down for qojqva. He'll go down. The stomp from syndereN just a little bit too late. Couldn't do enough damage.
That was a great stomp though. He hit all 3 heroes with that. Yeah, that's one of the toughest parts about playing a support Nyx, is getting that level 6.
He's a little bit far up here. syndereN's moving over. They got Wave of Terror. That's -3 on the armor. The Stomp is out. The Magic Missile's also available. Way too much damage for a Centaur to tank through. So Era will take the kill.
Got a little bit greedy. It's completely by the Alchemist, so that's pretty good. Didn't feed that Force Spirit either. Nice, nice.
Puppey's first movement. pieliedie is going to get the stun off. The Sunstrike's right in the mark, and syndereN. Food on the top rune.
The early game is even more crucial for the Invoker than in other games, and he needs to be able to push the towers with the Bassi. Every little bit helps.
Got a smoke gank going. Hardy could be caught out of position. The stun's out. The Sunstrike's coming in as well. Damage is already done, however, and syndereN, once again, good 3-man stomp, but also comes after the kill has already happened.
6 minutes into the game, but Secret have parked themselves onto this bottom lane with 3 heroes.
They really want to kill a pieliedie. Spirit's out, a quick tether away, but the Sunstrike right in the money. Era, he's in trouble, gets the stun over on Io, able to get the kill. 3 one-charges are available. He's in body blocked up by syndereN, needs some space, jukes it back down again, getting the distance away from Puppey. syndereN close on his tail once again, starts up the stomp, but already the impale damage from Puppey will find the kill on the safe lane core. KheZu's not done just yet, double edge is available. Slice through syndereN, one more slice will do it too.
Man, these 3 heroes are owning the jungle right now. Pretty much every single stack. Look at Nyx Assassin too with his illusions, trying to scout out what's going on over here.
Stampede is bottom lane. Centaur, there's a relocate coming into his MP. They're moving over towards Era. He has swapped. He's trying to play the position. That's why he's throwing KheZu back in again. And the Stomp coming in. It's going to hit just as the chain was coming out from MP. So syndereN with the Echo Stop will do the work, and Era may try and punish. KheZu able to be stunned up. There's a level 2 Frostbite available, and syndereN, well, a couple of punches and KheZu should go down. Era will have the damage. So they survive the relocate gank. Don't think Trixi will be as lucky, however. He's going to stick charge and try and surge out, but the Sunstrike's going to hit its mark, or it would if MP already didn't find the kill.
Both offlaners suffering a little bit.
Bottom lane. Era, stun, relocates on the way. Era, oh, the Sunstrike right on top of his TP position. MP just needed a chain to finish the last little bit of damage to kill the Vengeful Spirit.
Does really get in some deep business.
Do they have the damage? Era is now very, very visible. Wave of Terror, he'd have to swap in pieliedie as pieliedie was tethering away. Quick Stampede, but Hani commits the ultimate. They even committed the Darkseer wall to find the bonus damage.
3 ultimates for a Wisp.
Yep.
He is able to get up that Manta Radiance Arcturine, which should come maybe in 25 minutes.
Farming. If Era does the Wave of Terror, okay, he's just going to swap him out. Then Wave of Terror is Hani lets the ulti go. MP can't run away. They try and Stampede, but no one's really there to help him. So Timbersaw will drop, and that's basically dying after you just got your Bloodstone. 4 Sentry wards too. So they planted one down, which Puppey, they're just out of range of it. Now Puppey comes in range of it, so they can see Puppey. Quick Frostbite. He'll spy Carapace over on 2. The Stomp from Elder Titan. He doesn't create any space. They lose 2. They lose 3 so quickly, Team Secret. Pump out the damage. Ninjas in Pyjamas didn't know what hit him. First, and they're sitting about 4k on the experience. NiP is still looking for these Observer wards. But the sentries are out of range, so Puppey, well, Era saw him. The Sunstrike's going to connect as well. They were putting themselves into this fight, but Era, they need to get himself out. Where's the swap target? The fact the 3-man wall with the ultimate is still not enough. They just stunned. Io will fall. Puppey has to make a break for the tree lines. Maybe with MP being frostbitten up, Timbersaw can't keep his chase going, can't keep the damage going. Another spike Carapace as it wears off. Hani's Frostbite can finally start doing the work. So much space created by Trixi. Now, Ninjas in Pyjamas need to capitalize. The denial with the Bloodstone from Timbersaw won't give them the kill.
They are going to make them work for any sort of kill, but that fight was without the Invoker.
Oh, qojqva!
Oh,
the Tornado caught him just as he's BTing. He has to Chemical Rage and fight this. There's just no other choice. Okay. The choice was death.
Only 290 gold. Roshan is up. They could easily take Roche, I think, pretty soon. If Invoker wants to.
They still will probably want to give a little bit of respect. MidOne, okay, where's that stun? Stampede's going to trigger as Puppey coming in through the rear. The ulti, let's go from Hani. Puppey will interrupt it with that Spike Carapace and the follow-up stun, so Hani will go down quickly. It still was MidOne. He was the first one being initiated on. Trixi able to dodge out the Sunstrike, the ET splitter. Puppey again. This Spike Carapace has done so much work. Didn't think maybe he'd be able to do that much work with this late pick Nexus Assassin. As you said, if he counters them perfectly, Trixi might also be in a little bit of trouble. Puppey's just sitting behind the town. There's not long left on his Vendetta, but they're picking out like they know, and yeah, they do know. Sentry Water's down, the Sunstrike's right in the money on the Darkseer with the Impal hit, and the Chakram, more than enough damage. There's ulti, let go from Hani, MP able to Timber Chain away, but Era pulls it back in again. Hani had to cancel off the channel, there's the ET splitter, maybe he'll drag MP in, clicks on Puppey, but again the Spike Carapace interrupting the combinations and anything that NiP wanted to put out, and Era, well, Meteorite on top of him. They're losing too many heroes too often. Mass disables, mass survivability from Secret.
Nyx is looking for someone. They don't know where the Alchemist is, but he is going to show with the Observer Ward very, very soon on the left side. Puppey immediately heads over there.
Where's the vision? Here comes the Alchemist, look for the fight. The Sunstrike's down, but it won't really hit on anybody. Sentry Ward's down too. They saw Puppey. They know he's behind the lines. He's in range of the other Sentry Ward, so they've got the stun. Spike Carapace is down. Maybe they can actually remove the bug, but at the same time, Trixi is 1v3ing. Puppey is still alive on 48 HP. A relocate coming in to save him part. I won't get there in time. There's still a 1-for-1 trade off the Darkseer for the Nyx Assassin. Are they having enough? No, qojqva. He's going in. pieliedie. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He needs to get out with a relocate. He'll have the time. No, he won't. He'll fall. But the trade-off is for the Vengeful Spirit. qojqva still wants to keep fighting. And we'll watch him go 1-on-1 or 1-on-3 with MidOne, but he can't see him, so he can't attack him. Sentry Ward's down. Hani tries to create the space, but it's just not enough. Hani lets the ulti go, but there's a Yule Scepter on KheZu. He interrupts it instantly. 4 heroes lost for Ninjas in Pyjamas. And syndereN is the only one that lives to tell the tale of why the 300 died on top lane.
Great quick. It's a good strat for game 1 though, I would say. An Alchemist / Naga strat.
That's just a little bit too mouse spots. Trixi. Yeah. Jump. Hoof stomp. You can't do anything to that. Hani's dead as well. The EMP will either burn him out. In fact, the EMP damage, I thought that might be enough to finish him off. He's got 1 charges, getting back. syndereN creates space. Hani will survive. They get given a freebie from Team Secret.
And
they're chasing it.
To their dismay, there is no Roshan going on.
They're surging up the Sentinel, who actually got body blocked by qojqva. pieliedie starts his TP. Era, they get the vision. They swap him back out again. So pieliedie, 301 gold for Hani for killing off an IO.
He has a Midas on IO. There is a lot of minus armor.
There's no IO for 30 seconds.
Invoker's there though.
And they just burned that Yule Scepter over on the Centaur, so the Chakram will fly in. Where's your Chemical Rage, qojqva? He's getting stunned up inside the pit. He's going to lose all of his mana and his life. MP shreds him apart. Trixi will try and turn it around with a 3-man wall, but there's just no fault. There's no extra control. The Lotus Orb reflecting the stun of Era. The Sunstrike ride the money, so say goodbye to the Crystal Maiden. The Splitter can do its work, but Puppey just uses it against syndereN. Stuns him up with a Spike Carapace, and they'll move forward. pieliedie now relocated to the front lines. He'll support him up as well. Nowhere to run for the big Elder Titan. And Darkseer, there's always one. There's always one left alive from NiP. And Ninjas in Pyjamas, they have fortification. They can delay this a little bit. In fact, there is no wall available, so it's more of just a dissuading kind of thing. But Trixie's going to lose his life for it. Willie, Greaves, as well as Stick Chops keep him alive. MP, his TP gets cancelled, so he'll have to go out the old-fashioned way. But the melee ranks is already taken. Concoction too far away, so qojqva ends up stunning himself as well as syndereN visits them together. And the Hoof Stomp catching out too. Era as well as Hani. That could be it. They've lost so much now with no buybacks available. Trixi will be brought down by the Timber, and Puppey's running back in again, looking for random thing. How do you fight this? Team Secret can just go for the GG push if they want to, or it can be safety by heading to the bottom. NiP just have no answer. And qojqva. Blink, Yules, Hoof, tries to dodge it with the Manta style, but there's just too much damage.
Good game, well played.
Well played. 29, not even 29 minutes. Team Secret will take it with the same amount of kills. solid performance.
I think they could just 5-man though. 5-man with Terrorblade. Sounds good. Yep.
You're too good, Ben.
It's 5-man with Terrorblade, dude. How are you gonna stop that? Not a big deal. 7 souls, still pretty good. The 63 damage. qojqva in a little bit of trouble. pieliedie does have the lift.
A little bit of chip damage is all they need to do. Burn through the consumables. Another crush. pieliedie does have another lift. But
he ran
the
left.
Sunstrike. He runs down. He'll dodge the Sunstrike, but it's still first blood going to Puppey.
Why did he run right?
He ran right to dodge the Sunstrike.
Yeah, but then he's just dead.
Try and become a physical zoner. Only can burn a little bit more mana off MP. He could potentially mess around with the next Metamorphosis, but now, okay, you got that Reflect. syndereN takes so much damage. One more attack from pieliedie will do it. syndereN will fall on the bottom lane, and Trixi, with no friends really around him anymore, has to back up to the tier 1 tower. Troll just seems so good. And Ninjas in Pyjamas, they're practically losing every lane. They're 1,000 golden experience behind 3 minutes in. And MidOne's going for a solo kill on Era. I think he's got it. With the alacrity damage, a simple cold snap maneuver, and he finds the kill. syndereN will burn the mana of MidOne, try to slow him down too, but Hani can't reach him in time. In fact, it's Puppey who turns around, goes for his stun. Now, there's no mana on MidOne, but he's still got the alacrity damage. So syndereN, one more attack from Puppey. No, the stun from Hani. He'll keep him away. A secondary crush, however. Now it's Hani who takes the bonus damage. MidOne didn't go for the extra hit. And then Puppey disappears like, oh crap. syndereN found the bounty rune, leaves an observer ward behind, at least can cog burn out Puppey. But Puppey has an observer ward too. You'll see syndereN moving down, even the courier, lending a bit of a hand, clap into the Sunstrike, and syndereN has one last attack, and Puppey now has 2 kills out of the 4 the Team Secret have claimed. Smoke movement speed, and they'll walk underneath the fresh dire observer ward. So NiP will probably feel pretty safe. Hani gets scattered by the conversions, and in comes Puppey. Sprints it forward. Hani knows he has to sacrifice himself here. Go for the sum, move to the left. qojqva can go for a quick curse, but no! He's stuck around! syndereN's coming in. Maybe this is the reason why he's doing it. The cog burn up. pieliedie and Puppey are really, really low. They need this kill. Puppey is not going to die on 11 HP. He's worth a lot, but he'll TP out. qojqva, one last attack. He's got the arcane curse to go. And syndereN, one attack. It should be enough to drop down KheZu. And KheZu in the trees will die. qojqva gets the double. And they turn the gank around.
He was so slow at eating that tree. If he ate the tree as soon as he entered it for us, instead of like when he was already in there, he would have survived. Like 200 something-ish, 280 maybe damage with the Sunstrike.
Hani.
Puppey.
And being very visible by the observer ward.
Puppey is deep in between the T1 and the T2.
What is he doing up here?
He tried to go on Era and harass him out a little bit, but syndereN was there yet again.
That's a big killing spree to end. syndereN will actually take the killing spree.
It's really nice, especially with his level 25 talent, but that is a long time away.
Look for the hookshot timing. They want to go. The Radiant is scanning because they're expecting some kind of gank. So syndereN puts down the observer ward, but it's already too late. Centaur is down. They didn't get the initiation off, and with 1 level of Midnight Pulse and 4 points up at the Malphus, there was no way for the Centaur to escape.
It's BKB right now. They have global silence if a team fight comes in. So I don't know. Not a huge
There's
fan
a swap on Puppey. qojqva, the damage output. It should be enough. Oh, he forced himself in. There's still enough damage. You get the silence on by pieliedie. MidOne going to drop that down. Silence of the movement speed with the Stampede is not enough to get away. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade-off. Puppey for qojqva.
Gonna black hole you. You don't have that great of a response to it.
This is a nice one for syndereN. I don't know if MidOne realized that his coattails just got caught. Hookshot 4, they trigger off the dust. There's nowhere to hide, but a quick 4-star from MidOne. Now that's a nice item for him to have to get outside the clockwork cogs, but the rocket will give him the vision again. So he can go invis, but the dust will last long enough for Era just to raise him down doubly. So 43 seconds on the sideline for the Invoker. And a good kill coming the way of the SF. Net worth between himself and the Invoker. That's not real. They're waiting for one person to attack it. That, however, is most definitely real. And the Vengeful Spirit, they swap him back in again. They trigger the Shrine. Yep, MP's going to try and survive this, but Stampede also going off. Moving to another target, pieliedie, who then ends up stealing Stampede.
They're fighting a lot without the global silence, too. They're not taking it slow. The Era is very farmed, and
all these items are arriving quickly, but Puppey has his Blink Dagger as well. Talk about NiP, they use the Stampede of Team Secret and just accept the fact that Error is dead. He managed to pick up his Mithril Hammer before death, but now this ends up being a tier 1 trade-off where NiP lose their mid. Like, Trixi's got himself a Blink Dagger, so potentially he can, like, Hoof Stomp and double edge that, but if he does, then Puppey's going to go on him. And Puppey, I think, is already looking towards the tree lines. Yep, hookshot in, global silence. They're going to fight this out the SF. Invoker almost down. The mech charge will give him just enough light from the Enigma into a quick flight call. Instantly cancelled off by the battery assault. But maybe now there's enough damage with the magic missile. Stolen from pieliedie, turning his attention up towards qojqva. He won't need any kind of help. MP triggered up the metamorphosis. There was so much damage from Team Secret. And no answer. And again, another one with the amplification VS. Honey is snipe. Puppey is a god.
That was... I agree with you. Yeah, you don't want to lose that tower, but there was no S. Want to lose that tower, you're like, oh yeah, we can probably take this fight, right?
And it almost worked. Like, if they kept the Enigma disabled, if that mech didn't get off, the Invoker wouldn't have survived. And now they're going again. Double edging the mech again from KheZu, and then even MP sundering pieliedie back to full life. Trixi and syndereN, regret decision.
So much regret.
And an Aegis Immortal is going to help Ninjas in Pyjamas tremendously in the next fight.
Who do they give it to?
Era. Protect Era. qojqva's now got his Hurricane Plank, so he's got a little bit more maneuverability. It's a tier 2 tower for a tier 2 tower defense. Era TPs to the front lines. You've still got the Silencer in the mid, so the tower is to 9 up by Era.
syndereN TP'd into the shrine, though.
Oh boy.
Isolated.
He's running. And Puppey's looking for him with the amplification. They can see him. A quick 4-star from qojqva. The Saturn's actually turning on syndereN too. And they found another one. They got Trixi. Hani, he knows it's not worth the swap. So he lets it go. But Puppey blink forward underneath the tier 3 tower. You've got the damage there from MP. And you'll lose Hani as well. They came out to try and help the TP and defend a tower which they already denied. Now the buyback has to come out from the Centaur.
That was not the teleport from syndereN. syndereN TP'd onto a shrine blind.
Off stomp, the razors, they need damage into the Terror Blade with the global silence. Maybe they got it, but no, the Mana Style. MP breaks free, not to mention the Sunder gets life back very, very quickly. The defense is there. qojqva's here as well. With a blink to potentially hoof stomp, that is the real MP. pieliedie might be the easier kill. The Shadow Blade from qojqva. A quick, simple, and effective gank. That's another +2 coming in for the Silencer. They may have been happier killing... Well, they would have been happier killing off MP, but they'll take what they can get. And he's right underneath an Observer and Sentry Ward. Trixi is a little bit away from the rest of the pack. Surprisingly, like, where's he going? Like, okay, so he blinks and then goes to Puppey. Tornado will end up catching him up. He's got Stampede with the Ags upgrade, so maybe he just tries to get out of this one with the Ags upgrade. The swap out. Hani actually put himself into harm's way. The hookshot from syndereN flies very much astray. And that's because KheZu decided to backpedal slightly, keeping himself alive, but it won't help syndereN now. Revealed his position with a hookshot. Pushes himself up into the hillside, but thanks to the Observe Ward, they're still on the hill. They find that kill. And Team Secret will now do Roshan.
It was a great jump by Puppey too onto the Centaur. And they have the gem on Starladder too, so goodbye map control. Or map vision rather. They did not have map control.
It just seemed a little odd though, like why would you be so far away? qojqva is now invis. The amplification didn't get off in time. But they have that gem you're talking about, so Puppey, oh the 4-star. It wasn't qojqva's though, it was Puppey trying to slide up. You have the Hurricane Plank still on qojqva. He's going to commit global silence, try and escape from this one because friends are coming in. Trixi with the hoof stomp. They'll find pieliedie, looking to turn this around. The black hole from KheZu, catching out 3. MidOne will have the time to drop the meteorite down. Maybe MP can do the damage. Yep, he'll mop up the Centaur. syndereN's low on life. Puppey is himself a double kill. Era's push doesn't get him up the cliffside either. They don't have the shrine to fall back to. And Hani on the run, but MidOne runs faster. The presence of the friendliest ghost around. But only if you belong to Team Secret. Hani is gone. And that's a full team wipe after it looked like NiP might have been able to turn that around.
Likely the series for NiP. I do like how they try something different here with qojqva on a different hero, but the team play, like qojqva wasn't there to help his team out. They're still not as well trained in that straight 5-man early on like a lot of the other teams in this patch.
Yeah, it feels very disjointed when they fight.
Yep. A lot of the swaps had to be defensive. They couldn't really coordinate.
MP was bait! The Stampede will have to be used once again. Hook shot for the Cog's going to push MP down. Shrine giving a lot more life back to NiP, but NP just jumps forward, switches life with Era. The Tornado won't find him, but Trixi, he's stranded on the front lines. Honey again with a defensive swap, and Centaur just cold snapped and murdered. So even with the swap, they don't find the kills. NiP, I would say it's safe inside their fountain, but that would be lying. NiP, nowhere is safe. Team Secret own their home. And this game is really over. Honey's on the run, but you can be prepared to tap out.
Yep. That was a really nice Hurricane Pike dodge. He dodged the hook stomp. I don't know. Terrorblade was just amazingly good here too. There's a lot of other benefits that he has, like the reflection. You get the presence of the Dark Lord. You get the Venge Aura too. So he is doing a lot of damage, way more so than in a normal Terrorblade game. And Black Hole to round him out. Secret made quick work of ninjas in Pyjamas.